Okay, so this is going to be about a 10-minute arm upper body focus where these are literally my favorite things if you're trying to get the rear deltoid, the tricep, and you do not have much equipment or anything. So we'll go ahead and get started. If you don't have hand weight, that's also okay. You can just flex, make a muscle. But we're going to get started on our knees, long ways on your mat if you've got your mat, and then just honestly shake out the wrists, shake out the hands, do a nice reach, stretch up overhead. And then exhale, let it go, let it go. Do that one more time. Stretch up, reach, lengthen the arms, and then let it go. And then bring yourself on down to your palms. And once you're onto your palms, make sure you're making a nice high five. You're planting the hands. Go ahead and also adjust the knees are back. We're going to pull the elbows in and go back behind us, that push up, and then lift up. So this is the harder push up. It's going to be for about 30 seconds. So elbows go back. You don't have to tap the chest to the floor. You don't have to go all the way down. Just think about the palms and that nice high five flex and as far back as you can get before you're arching in the back. So just elbows point back, chest is up. If you can get all the way down and then think about that lift up. You should immediately start to feel it. We've got another just about 15 seconds for this one. Lift and then breathe. Breaks whenever you want. In 5, in 4, we're going to take the elbows wide. In 2, and you're going to pulse it. 1. So now you might need to adjust and open the elbows a little bit wider, but little pulses out a few inches and a few inches. So look up and out. If your back is arching like mine is starting to do, go ahead and round in the spine a little bit more, and then just think about the palms planting down, pressing away from the mat. Sometimes we get caught up when we're like, I just burns, just feels it in the shoulders or whatever. Think about that push away, like you don't want to be close at all to the floor, like up, and then pulse. 10 more seconds. Breathe, breathe, breathe. In 9. You're doing awesome. Think about tightening the abs. Abs are still engaged. In 4, 3, 2, and there's your 1. Sit the hips back and down. Take that child's pose. So just stretch the arms out and away. Big inhale, big exhale, and then walk it back on up. Pedal out the right wrist, bring it back towards you, and then do the same thing, left wrist. And then we're going to come on down to the elbows next. So coming onto the forearms and then to those tiptoes, stretch the right leg back, stretch the left leg back, plant the hands down so they're flat here. Pull the elbows like slightly towards the toes. So when we're doing this, just holding the elbow plank, you're thinking of firing up the triceps and elbows are pulling towards the toes. Now tense up your core, squeeze your butt, lift the hips a little bit higher, and we're going to get ready to go into a lift up on those hands, but try not to move your hips at all. So do the best that you can. In 3, 2, to the palms, 1. Bring the left palm, right palm, hold it. Take an inhale, tighten the core, take an exhale, bring it back down, right palm, left palm, hold it. We got 2 more of those. So you're engaged in the core, but you're using those arms and upper body strength. Lift it up, nice flat through the hands. Big breath in, big breath out, and then we got 1 more. So getting ready to come back to the palms, then we're going to hold it there in 2 and 1. Take it to those hands, hold it. You can do it. Breathe. Nice job on the inhale, nice job on the exhale on those lifts. Now let's get ready to take it to the knees in 3, 2, 1. Both knees are down. From here, step the right hand in towards the left hand. I know it sounds weird, like a game of Twister, but right hand, tap it in, open. Same thing, other hand. Left hand comes in, tap the right hand. So this is a lateral little walk with the hands tapping, but you're pulling in from the chest. So you're going to feel a little bit different from the pectoral region because we're working our way around those arms. So pull, trying again to not let the hips go too far side to side. Breathe, try to look up and out. You've got 15 more seconds on these little lateral walks. And then we're going to take it down and go into a child's pose again. So you're going to stretch the hips back and down. That'll be in 8. So just little tiny taps in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and child's pose. Sit back and down onto your butt. Reach the arms out and away. Let the head drop. Feel the wrists stretch out. Just breathe. Take a nice inhale. Take a nice exhale. You can also just do that little shakeout if you are finding that the wrists are like I don't know, having a bad wrist, just do this shakeout, literally make a fist and then shake it out, shake it out. That should also help. You can do the wrist roll too, but we're gonna come up. We're not doing any more of the planks out of this one. So go ahead, come on up from here. If you do have the hand weights, I suggest grabbing them if you want a little more of a challenge. If you don't, like I'm not even gonna use them today. You do not have to, but sit up tall. If this is a bummer because your knees don't like to be in this position, you can stand up, do a little squat, or you can just sit on your tailbone, that's fine. Taking the arms out in front, extend the arms out wide, lower the arms like you're doing a little circle, and then lift back up again. So you're extending out wide, lowering down, feeling that pull underneath, and then extend out nice, like think strong, nice and wide. So you're flexing through the entire time. Now, if you want to add a little bit to this, this is kind of why I'm stretching the quads, but you can lift up off of the knees, lengthen out, and then lower down, like you're sweeping through at the same time. And then just repeat it, open, lengthen, and look at your arms. Like make sure when you're doing it, hopefully you've got a mirror in front, that you're even on the pull up. Sometimes not sometimes, a lot of times we have an arm that likes to take over as far as doing the work, like you're righty or lefty. So just trying to have that awareness on which side is like, I'm gonna do that lift first. And then we're gonna get ready to hold the arms out wide to our sides in 5. So just extending the arms out wide in 3, keeping that nice flex. If you can, keep the abs in 2 and 1, little circles. So now you're lengthening away, make that flex and just circle. Again, double check that you're even as you can. You need to dish the hand weights, that's fine, dish the hand weights. We're gonna go ahead and take this circle the other direction in 4. In 3, really feel the shoulder squeeze in 2 and 1, other way, keep the knuckles up, palms down, just those little circles. So squeezing in and around, you're thinking underneath from that tricep, tight, 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 and you're still breathing. You've got, where are we at? Just about 20 seconds with these circles, and then we're gonna flip the palms facing upward. We're gonna go into a sexy back. It's a tricep extension, but it's with the hands facing a little bit different of a direction. So keep doing these circles, but think this way with the hands, and then meet me in this position here in 2 and 1. So palms are now up. Sit your butt back, the abs are in. You're gonna extend the arms behind you, squeeze from the rear delts and triceps. And as you come in, it's that bicep curl. So again, you can do this on the tailbone or standing, but just thinking it's not only about that extension back. When you come in, you're squeezing that shoulder, you're squeezing from that bicep. So it's here and then kick it back, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Maybe you can take it and do the same thing we did before, that lift up off of the heels, engage the hamstrings, engage the glutes, and then lower it down, whatever you're comfortable with. But the arm movement itself is this and that extension back. We're gonna hold it. This next thing is gonna kind of feel horrible, but it works. I'm like, these are like my top ones. If you're like, I want to tone and feel and see a difference right away. I mean, there's so many arms, upper body stuff. It's crazy how many things exist, but like how many of them, like none of them feel good. All right, hold the arms back. So this one's gonna feel terrible, just bear with me. In 3, we're gonna attempt in 2 to bring the hands together behind your butt. 1, hold the hands back, and now try to pull the hands in. It should feel really awkward. So you're trying to pull back, squeeze, back. This is for 5, and you're gonna flip it. So the knuckles are gonna then be facing inward in 3, 2, 1. So we're going from here with it to now flip from here. So the knuckles are now pulling in this way, same thing. So you're trying to extend back, back. Now, if any of these do and these pulses start to feel like it's too aggressive, just mess with the hands. I just wanted us to attempt to work our way around that pull from here around here. If any of that makes sense. I feel like my brain's not making sense anymore, but you've only got 7, 6 on these ones. Keep breathing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up. If you need to, shake out the hand, shake out the wrist, lengthen those arms out, and now go for that single arm pull, right side squeeze, and then single arm pull, left side squeeze. So again, if you want, you can do that extension, like a little bow and arrow, lift, pull the belly in as you bring it up, and then extend it back, pull it up. So you are working, it is a little bit in the waist too, but it's that reach, pull, try to feel the elbow squeeze towards your hip as well. And almost like it's skimming your side, that side part of your rib basket, the rib cage, pull, pull, pull. And then just keep breathing, lengthening through. We've got another 10 seconds on these ones. And then you're gonna hold both of the arms out in front of you. You're doing awesome. 9 and 8, 7 and 6, arms are gonna stretch right in front of your collarbone. In 2, 1, hold both arms out. From here, little lift, little lower. So if you want, squeeze on against the hand weights a little bit deeper, lift and lower, lift and lower. We're gonna pull the elbows into this little rounded position in 3, 2, 1, pull here. So now the arms are in front of your chest, just like you're doing hug a tree. Lower, lower, lower. And as you lift, squeeze, stop at the shoulders, but make sure you are flexing. And then this is your last one for the top of the arms. So just think, pull, tighten under as if you were holding like a beach ball or something, and then lift up. Just get like 3 more of these ones in. You can obviously do all of these for longer, but you don't, honestly, you don't need to do any of these for a ton of time. Like if you're flexing and doing it with that flexion engaged, it should hopefully burn. Last one, and then lower it down, shake it out, shake it out. Those are top few things you can do for arms, upper body. And again, if you don't have hand weights, so you're like everything is really tight and sore, just flexing will help. All right, thank you. Have a nice rest of your day. And oh, we have a special guest before we leave, Mr. Mudge. Yeah, would like to say thank you for doing this as well. All right.